Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. No, that's been intercepted. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. That was travelling. Ferdinand. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rice. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rice! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Hernes. This is promising. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Now it's Mbappe. Marcelo knocks it into space. That pass has been well intercepted. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Roberto Carlos. Arsenal are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That pass isn't the best. And he's picked out the run. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Goes for a shot! Goal! Arsenal!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it tries one from range. And again, he is at his elastic best.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Great defending, strong and determined.
Arsenal really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter. Just needs to find the right run now.
Neatly clipped into space. Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Yeah. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Looking to play him in. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Mbappe looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Terrific effort! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
There will be
Araujo clears it away. And the referee has blown for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Arsenal up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Arsenal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Mbappe going about things with real menace. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Lam.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Maicon can so cleverly bypass the press. He's... and Hullet! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10, Mbappe.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Substitution in progress.
Starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution.
Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looks to the other side. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Could move up a gear here. Yaya Toure, there he goes, motoring forward. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Substitution for Arsenal.
It's their second
21,
corner of the game.
Panis. Number 14, Seedorf. Number 15, Roberto Carlos.
And it's
Coming
been
on the
taken
field,
short.
Number 20,
And here's Snyder.
Ito.
Expertly cut
Number
out, really
41,
nicely done.
Rice.
And
Number
now they can
8,
spring out of defence.
Marcelo. Substitutions taking place.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's delightful. Played in. And that has been cleared. Ibrahimovic is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem...
Oh, he's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Snyder clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper's dealt with that. Now, here's a chance! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Ball is over the line. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Ibrahimovic. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Ronaldo. Ferdinand defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Thinks about the shot. Now the delivery.
Well played and well cleared.
Could move up a gear here. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Suriname are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Corner given. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is
Suriname
fervent, the
against
atmosphere
Arsenal.
frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to... Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Vieira. Pull it. He's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Van der Sar claims comfortable. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pull it. Now Yaya Toure. Probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mbappe is onto this. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Horace! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Hoeneß demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. He's found a way through. That's a shade optimistic.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Maicon plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hoeneß. More and more pressure on the ball here. Pull it. Can he get it through? That's the keeper's ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Seedorf. Shifted upfield. Now it's Mbappe.
Suriname really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Pass is just off target. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's good running with the ball. And this is Ronaldo, closing in on goal. And this is Roberto Carlos. Ferdinand getting this one clear. Mbappe, never out of the action for very long. And it's Maicon. Maicon. He is through here. And he whipped. And a header! Superb goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Suriname leading now. Hernes. And here's Mbappe. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Throw it. Maicon is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Goes for a shot! Against the crossbar! Maicon. Now it's Haaland. It's a good run down the right.
Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That's going to go a long way. Maicon, who's set up one goal so far. Nice bit of trickery. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Marcelo venturing down the left. And this is Hullet. Lam with a fine tackle.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance here. Oh, he's having a shot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Substitution for Suriname, number 18.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Maicon. And it's Van Dijk. Marcelo, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked.
Rice. Quality ball.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Hullet. And Hullet! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Vieira. And here's Azar. Spread out to the left. Azar. Azar! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, super ball. Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That has not gone well. And he's hit it long. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Hullet. Some really good ball movement. Yaya Toure. Oh, that's delightful. Engages and forces him off the ball. Maicon is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Distributed tidily. Just eases him off the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Marcelo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's an excellent interception. Araujo clears without hesitation. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rice, upright and purposeful. And this is Hullet. Marcelo. And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mbappe.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident, it takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he appears. And the finish! Pele. Knocks it into space. It's played through for him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Suriname clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Ibrahimovic. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Marcelo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. So what can they make of this? Pele quietly revving up. Neither side yet able to find the net. And they've switched it over to the other side. Lam. Now it's Mbappe. Rice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lam. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement.
Suriname really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Marcelo. Tries to play it through. Pele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, no joy this time. Seedorf. He's a sharp little ball here. Koeman kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Koeman. Marcelo is looking to influence the game from out wide, and he's picked out the run. Good ball, good take. Goes for a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. It's a pretty loose pass. Rice. Pele. Marcelo. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Maicon. Maicon drives it in. That's a decent clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he's in on goal. Yaya Toure. Oh, cracking ball. Now that looks a decent ball. So, a temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Suriname have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Hernes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Seedorf. And it's made its way to him. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Mbappe, never out of the action for very long. Maicon. And it's Maicon. Vieira. Hernes.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ibrahimovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Vieira. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. Yaya Toure. Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
That has not gone well. Looking for the run. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Look at the space. Takes a shot! Superb from Rice! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Suriname, number 20, Pele. Ibrahimovic, number 41, Rice, number 10,
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
He's got away. Chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Here's a chance! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
He is through here. Sneijder. It's Sneijder! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Suriname with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, nice touch. He stands tall and strong.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Sneijder will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Ferdinand. Gently done. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's really well cleared. And that's been won straight back. Bale. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Azar. Great vision. Now that's a fine challenge.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
Marcelo. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Hunnit. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's an early cross.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Lahm. Nicely weighted ball. Sneijder. Lovely feet.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's having a hit! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And that's another good win of the ball. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients for a
today's
showcase game that the
Suriname
passionate crowd demands.
against Arsenal.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Snyder! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Chance here to counter. Now it's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe. And here's Hullet. Maicon charging forward down that flank. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here, one each for now. First quarter of an hour gone. No way through. This might spell danger. Real chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Mbappe. Koeman is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Opts for safety. So we're still where we started right now. Stood up well to him there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's made its way to him. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Out towards the flank. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Hullet. Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, good spread. Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. And this is Hullet. And the shot! He scored! The first significant strike. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Suriname are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Delivers the ball.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Could be danger here. Mbappe! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pull it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
The ball has bounced loose now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Mbappe! It's run loose here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, he's been caught napping, and the shot! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Pete.
He's having a shot! Well taken goal. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
And here's Hullet. There's the shot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Suriname go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Haaland. That's very neat. Oh, shooting chance! Now who's going to be... Oh, what has happened here?
Suriname clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving through the middle. It's Schneider! And that's a tidy finish. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Suriname, number 18.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
To replace him is
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands
Substitution in
now,
progress.
all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Mbappe! Shot at goal! And no mistake! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Vieira. And they can counter here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Short changes him with that pass. Tries to pass it through. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Ibrahimovic. Schneider. Suriname do have a chance to counter here. Probing pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Araujo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Schneider.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
For Rice. Schneider, given the lift of his goal. Araujo. Ibrahimovic is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now he's got space here. Can he get on the end of this? Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pinches it off him. Now who's going to be first to this? Here's a chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Taken back almost at once. Neatly clipped into space. Vieira. Schneider.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Koeman promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, Red, nice interception. Schneider, and the pass is intercepted. Rice. Hullet. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Schneider. Looking for options for movement. And this is Hullet. Takes aim and crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Koeman. And that is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
Just a quick announcement.
How would you
We would
sum up
like
what
to
we've
inform
witnessed,
you
Jim?
that
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have... applies the finish! An early chance there, first of the game.
Bullet clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Arsenal have the chance to go and pull it! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Suriname have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he is deftly away. Koeman cuts it out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Great defending, strong and determined. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Mbappe! Oh, important interception. Deftly away. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Hernes. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And there is your opener. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Roberto Carlos delivers. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So that's... and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for...
Shot a goal! It is a fantastic goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trap. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Mbappe. Pullet going forward. Pullet. This is promising. And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he can clear it away. And it's Yaya. He's having a hit! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So, a breakthrough already. Pirlo. Now it's Mbappe. That's a good run down the left. Looking for the run. Seedorf. And it's Vieira. He won't be happy with that one. Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Nesta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Driving on and making good progress. And he's managed to get rid. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pirlo gets into a good position. It's out for a goal kick. Pullet going after that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vieira. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Knocks it into space. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Pullet defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Might be danger here. And a chance! Deftly away. And this is Ronaldo. Van der Sar clears. And they're quick to get it back. Nice sequence of passes, this. That is lovely. Suriname are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No way through. It's a pretty loose pass.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ferdinand. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Engages and forces him up. Seedorf! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Chance to shoot!
There will be 1 minute added time.
The referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Arsenal finding themselves behind by just 1 goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So right back into the action.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Schneider. Now, can they shot a goal? And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Michael can so cleverly bypass the press. Arsenal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! Arsenal are level. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Substitutions taking place.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And back to the goalkeeper. Bullet needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Vieira. Michael. Wow, there's the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Substitution in progress.
So we have further activity on the bench here. And it's Pirlo. Pepe is fouled. Bale. Schneider is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Marcelo. Yaya Toure looking to add to his goal. Vieira. Lam. Michael. Oh, important interception. Bullet. Yaya Toure. Bullet. Bale. Koeman does really well to win the ball there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schneider. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Substitution for Suriname. Gullit.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Ibrahimovic. Number 10.
And it's Marcelo.
Mbappe.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Number 22. Schneider. Number 41.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Erling Haaland.
That's very neat. In towards the back stick. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. This is their second corner of the game. Schneider goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Michael. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Bale. Maicon carries the ball down the right. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It's Schneider! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Maicon wins the duel this time. Tries to pass it through. Leicester tries to clear.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Schneider.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Over to the right flank. Now it's Bale. It's a good run down the right. Maicon's cross. And he's taking no chances there. Schneider. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And we're done. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something.